Law MMA, huh?
Oh, okay, okay.
Is he? Long Island MMA?
I believe so. Cornerman's wearing.
Maybe we'll hear how Steve Mason pronounces it.
Our next fight tonight gives us some MMA action. This fight is sponsored by Vitalize Max. The referee for the action will be Keith Peterson. First, introducing and fighting out of the blue corner, he stands at 6 foot even, weighing in at 200 pounds, fighting out of City Island, Lord Temple Wellington. His opponent, standing and fighting out of the red corner, he stands at 5 foot 10 inches tall, weighing in at 195 pounds, under law MMA and Ray Longo. Making his United States debut and fighting out of Ukraine, ANDRIY.
Okay. Well, I was close, kind of. Okay. But I was close with the country. I said Bosnia. It's Ukraine. Still Eastern European. Excellent. Here we go. Making his USA debut. Lord Templeton. Or Temple Wellington. Here we go. Oh, nice kick by the foreigner. Oh, nice. Another nice kick to the inside.
Inside leg kicks all day.
You gotta love those Eastern European guys. They all know how to wrestle too. But
ooh, just ripping kicks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm loving this from him. ONYFRAK.
Oh, those are gonna add up real quick.
I wonder how much family he's got watching from overseas right now.
Yes, for sure, and here as well, I believe.
Nice clinch. Over under. Ooh. Nice over under toss right there. That's just pure strength.
Yeah.
As ONYFRAK goes right to good position right there from jiu-jitsu. From the bottom, from his back, excuse me. No ground and pound to the head, so you can only go to the body because this is novice amateur rules. Advanced amateur rules, you're allowed to ground and pound to the body and the head, which we saw earlier. Usually it's 2 or less fights when it's novice amateur rules. Now, I don't know if this would be the position Lord Temple wants to be in because, what can you really do from there?
Right.
Like, if he got to the side, then he could definitely work the body. But unfortunately, with the novice amateur rules, a lot of times you see them be a stand-up game.
Yeah.
Unless someone's got some
especially
excellent submission
ANDRIY
rules.
with these kicks, too.
Yeah.
Just ripping it. Ooh, that was kneecap to kneecap, it looked like. That did not
That's
look good for either
He's
of them.
bull rushing him.
Yeah.
As his teammates shouting some Ukrainian at him. Another nice takedown. As you're going to want to see Lord Temple get to the side. Nice body. We said you can't, got to stay out of the face, only ground and pound on the body. This is a tough position for this fight. Oh, there you go. There's a good position right there for Temple.
Working his way over to the back.
Wellington, yeah.
Last 10 seconds in the round.
Interesting first round.
Yeah.
I think Temple Wellington definitely had the better edge. And there's just dominant positions. Although, our friend from the Ukraine, he landed some heavy leg kicks early.
Yes.
I just think, though, those ground positions for Temple, Wellington, was just too much for him not to win the round. Now, I know this is something you want to get into, MMA.
Eventually, yes.
Eventually. Kelly, what really sparked your desire to get in there and, fight? I know you...
Fighting in general?
Yeah, fighting. I know we've spoke about this numerous times, how you got involved. But, where did you first see MMA or kickboxing? When's the first time you saw it live or on TV?
The first event, I mean, I had seen, like, you know, before I had any connection to training or whatsoever, like, I had seen, like, you know, when a Ronda Rousey fight would get huge and, like, break into the mainstream, I'd be like, oh, cool. But I didn't really have any attachment to it. But then once I started training and I went to my first fight at Triton Fights, which was May of 2018, and I saw a couple teammates fight that night. And I was like trying not to climb into the cage myself. I was like, I don't know how to do this, but I want to do this.
You snuck in by throwing tiger claw
Just
at
kidding.
everyone.
But yeah, I was instantly hooked.
Here we go, round 2.
And it probably sounds sick, but I liked the sound of fighting. I thought it was cool.
Like the punching.
The punches, but
gloves.
like hitting the canvas. I thought it was like the coolest thing.
Oh, like with slams or just with knockouts and
whatever
everything?
it is, hitting the canvas hard.
So you like a WWF fan as a kid?
No.
Jumping
I
off
think
the
it was
top rope
something
/
so
couch?
new that I had never experienced or witnessed before that I was like, what?
Because
is
you come
this?
from an athletic background. You rode in college.
Yeah, but like that is the farthest
Splash
from
in the
any
water.
kind of, you know, combat sport or.
You guys ever play dirty when you were in like college rowing the boats, like flip someone's boat over?
You wouldn't flip a boat. I mean, if you were floating start, you would kind of row up a little bit, so your bow is a little bit past theirs. But I mean,
Like I feel like I'd throw fireworks in their boat, or take a fork to the side of it.
Nice body shots out of
Yeah, those are
Temple.
devastating. They don't look like they're a lot, but those hurt.
Especially it really affects your breathing too.
Yeah, you can see ONYFRAK is definitely slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
I just love seeing learning how everyone gets into the sport
Yeah.
of MMA or
Yeah.
combat sports in general. Usually everyone starts in one path,
Yeah.
like, you know, like jiu-jitsu or wrestling or karate as a kid, and then they find the filter and find their way into MMA.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting what led everyone to that point.
Yeah. For me, it was more fitness-based getting into training myself. And that was really
Absolutely.
the goal. It was just to find a new workout to do.
You know, and then when you lose weight and you get strength and muscle and all, you gain a lot of confidence.
Yeah, especially if you have an athletic background. That
Yep.
kind of builds up, and it's like, okay, what's the next natural step? If I know how to do this now, or I'm exposed to it a little bit more, I'm going to want to compete. Oof.
Keith Peterson tells him no elbows.
Keeping track of the
No
rule set.
elbows whatsoever. Not even to the body. You know what's funny? Every now and then when wrestling in high school and college, you always have someone that like pinch you or something or do something weird or just piss you off. Second round.
Like Tyson Fury last night. The interesting choice that he did.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that's a...
Yeah, second time strikes to the face from Temple. Must be incredibly frustrating to not be able to throw strikes to the face.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's nothing you can do right here. You're not really, like you're trying to go for a submission, but there's
Right.
not much you can do, from, especially that position.
Yeah.
Because you hear Andre's corner telling him wrap the leg around and reverse him and pull him over, and then you have control.
Right.
As he's just giving the final warning. As you have Storm walk by holding the third round ring card. You an X-Men fan?
Yeah, I got the reference.
Wasn't sure now.
I was so
Everyone's so into
dialed in.
Marvel and the other ones. So now, if you're in Andre's corner over here, what are you telling him to do? What do you think he needs to do to get going in this third round? Because to be honest, I think he's down 2 rounds to none.
I think so too. I think he came out a little too hot in the first round. I think that may have been energy-wise. I think volume-wise, I think he got a little ahead of himself.
This guy's waving at everyone like he won the presidential campaign. Well, with a name like Lord Temple.
Yeah. Got to live up to the hype.
They give the queen wave.
Yeah. I do like the striking on Andriy, though.
Yeah, he's done
striking has been awesome.
He does a pretty good job, but I feel like he just blitzes in too much.
Yeah.
If he stayed away from blitzing in.
A little more technical, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like overseas thing.
Nice right hand from Temple, though.
So I wonder how many fights he does have overseas. His team tells him not to grapple, just swing. He looks like he can barely stand. Oh, big right there.
2 tough rights.
Lord Wellington with the big strikes. Oh, he's grounded.
That might be a point.
That's definitely going to be at least a point.
Yeah.
And you know Keith Peterson knows what he's doing. He's one of the best. You see him in UFC. I believe he was at Bellator Friday night refereeing. So he's losing a point right now. That is the 3rd warning.
Absolutely.
Rightfully so. There you have it. Striking him to the face while grounded. Not to the head. It's a novice amateur rule. Without the shin pads, they can.
Yeah.
And here we
Andriy
go.
Wants to come out on top in this fight. He's going to have to finish it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I think he's going to need to get back to those kicks. I think he got away from that. And really hurt him.
Bring those kicks up a little bit. Throw for body kicks. Well.
Oh, nice little.
Nice. That was nice.
Yeah, a little scrum right there.
Ooh.
Yeah. That doesn't look as tight as it is.
Yeah, well, mouthpiece is out.
I'm sure his coach is yelling, squeeze.
Yeah.
He's not in a bad position, though. He's on the wrong hip.
Yeah.
He wants to put him on the other hip.
Yeah. Squeeze me.
Yeah, he don't have that.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, I did not think he had that from this
him.
angle. What a comeback victory. He must have went out.
He must have, yeah.
See, I guess he didn't tap.
Temple does look a little bit confused.
Yeah, Lord Templeton's going to lose his holy moly. Wow, I did not see that one coming.
I didn't either. Good for him, though.
Yeah, Andriy pulling one out of the bag.
Yeah.
That didn't look that tight either when he pulled it.
Yeah.
And there you have Lord Wellington's probably going to lose his naming rights like the Henry and Megan or Harry,
you
whatever.
You were going in on this guy today.
I love the name, though,
Poor
Lord.
guy.
The nickname, Lord Temple. Yeah, he went to sleep. Definitely went to sleep. I don't know. That's impressive, to be honest.
It is.
Because I had him losing 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He might have been losing that
we
third.
had just gotten finished saying if he wants to turn around, he's going to have to finish it. A good fight overall, though.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting. It was definitely full of action. Yeah. That was a nice little,
little scramble.
A little scramble right there. Thank you. I was lost for word. Here we go for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, my judgment is stopped at 1 minute 34 seconds in the 3rd round by way of guillotine. Give it up for your winner out of the red corner, ANDRIY.
That was an interesting showing for his first showing. Like, he definitely looked like he struggled standing up.
Right.
He pulled that submission.
Yeah.
Coming.
I would like to see him.
First fight in the United States. Coming up far away from Ukraine. How do you feel? You look good. Let me ask you, you were up against a very fierce competitor. What was going through your mind as you were going through that? You ended up a few times on the floor. You showed them you're having a little bit of trouble getting up to your feet, and then you turned around at the end.